So if we believed all the marketing hype when new drivers come out, we'd all be hitting it miles now, 450 yards I would say. But obviously that isn't the case. I had a conversation the other day and we came to the agreement, myself and this chap, that we think that 2 yards per year is about right, because we're not going to hit 10, 15 yards every time, but 2 yards, just incremental gains, is okay. And we're not seeing that we're looking for that 15 yards. When I was at the pro shop at Warrington Golf Club the other day, Ray, the head pro, dug this bad boy out for me. The Callaway biggest Big Bertha driver from 1997. So by my assumptions, 2 yards per year, this driver from 1997 should be going 48 yards shorter than my new Callaway Epic driver. Will it though? Will we actually see that this is 48 yards longer than the Callaway biggest Big Bertha? We're going to hit 10 shots with each ball using the Foresight GC2 and find out whether that is the case. So we're not going to go the traditional age before beauty. We're going to go beauty before age. I do think that is actually beautiful though. Just a quick tech check on these, by the way. We've got the Callaway, the biggest Big Bertha driver. The only real tech I could find on this is saying that it's easy to launch. It has a 45-inch shaft that was an inch longer than its counterpart, the Big Bertha, and it's forgiving. Now, as we can see, not a lot of tech going into the driver there. There's no movable weight. The head size is down at 290 cc's, as opposed to when we get into the new models now, we've got a 460 cc. We've got a changeable neck there where you can adjust it 3 degrees. We've got the flash face, which was designed by computer AI technology to make it faster across the face. We've got a more aerodynamic shape. We've got the jailbreak technology, so a lot of technology packed in here, as where we just got a titanium head. It's shaped in a beautiful manner. Even look at the grooves, look at this. There's actual grooves on the golf club face there. Here we're just seeing smooth face with some laser etched little imprints on it. So a heck of a lot in there. So we should see really that it should go 48 yards longer, because like I say, the only real tech spec we found on this one when looking online was it's a little bit longer in the shaft and it's easy to launch. Be interesting to see how forgiving it is as well, whether mishits do go wildly offline or do they not. Let's find out. So 5 balls first with this one, then we'll go into the old one, then we'll switch back over, see what we get at the end. Just on a side note as well, what I've actually done is put a 45-inch shaft into this one, because if you haven't seen from my other videos, I'm actually using a 47-inch shaft in this driver at the moment. So to make it fair, 45 inches, not my standard shaft. Ball one, let's see how we go. So that's 5 with the Epic. We're going to go 5 with the biggest Big Bertha. It's amazing, with it being a 290cc, how low you've got to tee this up. I've gone 2 notches lower on the power tee there. It just looks miniature behind it. So let's see how we get on. I didn't hit those Epics the best, so it'll be interesting to see how this stacks up then, depending on if I hit them similar. Oh, that is great. Oh, that was wild. That's interesting, that one. Okay, so back to 5 with the Epics. Interesting. The biggest Big Bertha is delivered the longest one, but also the shortest. The flight noticeably lower, but I would say I hit that probably the sweetest, found the sweet spot a lot more often. So let's see if we can do the same with the new bad boy. It had delivered the longest until that one. Final 5 then, with the greatest Big Bertha. See how we stack up. Tell you what, I'm a heck of a lot straighter with this club. Ooh. That's where it suffers. That is a shame. So the results are in. Did we find 48 yards? No, we didn't. 266 yards to 280 yards on average. So 14 yards difference over 24 years. What I would say, this can still go. Longest with this one was 283. Longest with the new one, the Epic, was 296. So 13 yards difference, very close to the average there. What I did notice that a couple of them with this, I would say I was definitely straighter with this one, just finding a little fade. It didn't launch anywhere near as high, a bit more of a flatter flight, which you would expect now with a head that's got a composite construction, more weight down at the bottom. It's gonna, everything nowadays is geared to high launch, low spin. But, you know, could I play a round of golf with that comfortably? It's amazing, and that's where I think, have we all been caught up in this distance race? It's got to go further, got to go further. You know, if I would have taken this out on the golf course and hit those 10 drives with those 10 drives, would have been pretty okay with this one. So something to bear in mind. Don't get caught up in all that market hype. Don't get caught up in the distance race. See which one works for you and take it from there. Guys, if you enjoyed this style of video as well, comment down below, do you want to see more, and what clubs do you want me to see it be done with? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.